There are quite a few obstacles to overcome when trying to purchase a home. Thankfully, you can learn the tricks of the trade at a local free housing fair. And here to fill us in is realtor expert Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
There's quite a few obstacles that people can face when they're inquiring about purchasing a home. What are they?
Yes, they are. Credit issues, no, that's number one. Other issues, God, I'm so nervous.
Besides credit, I mean, credit is a really big one.
Yeah, low
guess,
credit scores, whether they have saved enough money for their down payment, whether or not they can qualify for first-time buyer assistance and that sort of thing.
I mean, there's a lot of factors because, you know, they're looking at your employment history, how long have you worked there, like you said, with their credit. And then I guess you have to be realistic about what you can really afford or qualify for.
Yes, exactly.
So what tips do you have for people? What do you tell your clients when they're like, hey, Sharon, we want to buy a house?
Okay, one of the first things I tell them is they need to determine how much house they can buy and what their house payment should be for their household. They can get this information from a lender. But that's the first thing they need to do because so many people in this day and age, they look on the internet and they find a house and then they call a realtor and say, hey, I want to look at this house. But they need to know whether they can afford it first.
Right. And when we're talking about first-time home buyers in particular, I mean, some people just, I guess they walk into it really not understanding. So when you're a first-time home buyer, what can you do or what helpful tips can you offer them?
Well, they need to know the home buying process. They need to know where to start, and that would be to find a real estate agent or broker, a lender to apply for a mortgage, and then they need to go out and find a house where they want to live after they've researched the neighborhood.
Yeah, and I'm sure you run into all kinds of home buyers and people that I guess just have questions about real estate or getting into a home. So you have an upcoming course or training to help people understand this. Tell me about that event.
Yes, we have. This is our third annual housing fair. It's free. We will have a panel of speakers at the housing fair comprised of real estate agents, lenders. There will be attorneys there to speak to the people who are renters so that they can learn about their renters' rights and protections that they have. And we're going to have activities for children.
Okay.
We'll have face painting and balloons, you know, the balloons making. And we're going to have raffle prizes. So,
well, I love the fact that it's free.
Yes.
And it sounds like it's a place where everyone can get their questions answered. Why is that so important?
It's so important because the process is fairly, it's difficult sometimes. You can run into a lot of difficulties. And if homeowners learn about the process ahead of time, it makes it a little easier for them to get through the process, and it gives them more confidence when they're buying a home.
Yeah, I mean, buying a home is a big purchase.
Yes, it is.
You know, you're attaching your name to potentially a lot of money that you're going to be responsible for. So it is important to get those questions answered, know what you're getting into. Remind us and the viewers, where is this event taking place? Okay,
it's taking place on Saturday, October 5th from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Salvation Army Alhambra campus. That's located at 2550 Alhambra Boulevard on the corner of Alhambra and Broadway.
And where can they go to get more information?
They can contact Carter Nelson. Her number is 916-437-1208, or they can email her at cnelson@sacrealtor.org. And if they want to get a ticket, they can go to eventbrite.com and search for Housing Fair.
Okay, so you do need a ticket to get in, but it's free.
Yes, it's free. It's free, and free lunch is provided with the ticket.
And is this event open to anyone?
Yes, the entire community.
Oh, well, it sounds like a great resource. I'm sure if someone wants to own a home, which would be an exciting thing, they need to get all their answers, answers to their questions, and this is a great place to start. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.